Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. I'm gonna wait for some people to get in, then I'll start talking. YouTube probably fucking up my music. Trying to change my mood. Not in a good mood, but I want to do this video because I didn't come on here last night. I put up a commercial-like video yesterday, and I got a lot of comments on that shit. 25 comments, I guess, to be exact. And a lot of people was calling me names and saying a lot of smart shit. And then one guy, he called me a whore. And I was wondering, what do my coochie got to do with this rent? So I would do a little video. For all the landlords out there hating on me right now. What's up? No. Trying to change my mood. Give me a second. Trying not to let these distractions distract me. It's hard being me. It's time around. It's time around. I want All right, here we go. So somebody was asking me how you showing a video of you making the sheriff leave and not telling us. Yeah, I gotta wait a little bit. It's really early over here. The sun ain't get up yet. Well, it's not on my side. It's coming. It's up. It's just not on this side yet. It just gotta get over here. Yeah. So, sorry, I just got into a little thing with my husband, so I'm trying to. Okay. The guy was saying, why are you showing us that you got rid of the sheriff, but not telling us what the process was? But he said it in a nasty way. And I'm sitting here like, I'm confused why these people asking me to help them, talking to me reckless. So I want to just make this clear. If you want me to help you, I probably wouldn't even charge you if you respected me in a certain way. Like, but if you coming to me reckless, I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to tell you nothing. And I might just fuck with you just so I can tell you how to do it the wrong way. Energy will be matched. I don't have to tell anybody how I did any fucking thing. I know, but anyway, so I guess a lot of people were saying that I was just a lazy freeloading bum. They're not aware of the fact that none of us are supposed to be paying anything. So I don't really get involved with that because I feel like those are just children who don't understand the reality of this country right now. So after working with a couple of my clients from Maryland, I learned about I learned about something in Maryland that will stop all the foreclosures and all the evictions. Period. Can't even be done. Can't even be done. And I'm sitting here thinking, all of these foreclosures that's been granted and all of these evictions that's been granted were all done in fraud. It's completely and totally illegal. It can't even be done. And you're just accepting it. I was like, wow. Now, it took maybe 3 clients before we even found that fucking clause in there, that law in there. So it's like every time we get a new client for a different state and we're reading the laws, we find something really interesting, whether it be in a negative way or a positive way. But I just wish that we all could just work together on this instead of being so immature and childish. Now, YouTube, I got so many damn lawsuits going right now. There you go, Noof. There you go. What's I about to say? Oh, I was saying that I wish we all could work together instead of going back and forth with this madness. So when I had posted that little funny video of the sheriff leaving yesterday, it was getting like so many views. And then it just abruptly stopped at 2,740. That was about 10 hours ago. And supposedly there's not been one more view on it since then. So I'm sitting here like, I got to deal with all of these fools that's trying to stop my business, basically. Then I got to deal with YouTube trying to block me advertising my shit. It's just like Facebook and Instagram. I had an ad going on Instagram. They posted it. I was getting people feedback, and then now it's all of a sudden under review. There's nothing going against any of the guidelines for that, but it's all of a sudden under review. It's just awful how they try to block us. Y'all know what I'm talking about. From not even so much succeeding, but I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. I don't know. I'm just tired of them fucking with us. So I was thinking about going to file a federal claim against YouTube and shit for blocking my commerce because I have so many records of me printing out that they saying I only have 2 views. And then I go to the studio and they say it was 14, and then I'll look somewhere else and they say it's like 32. They just lie. They just keep on lying and they keep on fucking with your numbers. And if they keep fucking with your numbers and stuff like that, then it blocks you from revenue. So I got 2,000. Well, I know I got 3,600 at the minimum because one of the counts on the studio says your views was 4,800 or something like that. But I had already had that before I put that video up. So with the 2,700 that they're reporting to me as the views I got, this shit is so fucking corrupt. But my actual total views on my account hasn't changed yet. It hasn't changed yet. It's still 35,687, I think, something like that. But if I got 2,700 new views, why hasn't that number changed? I'm just telling y'all to pay attention to that if y'all have a channel, because it's blocking your revenue. Hold on one second. Okay, so let's talk about why the sheriff was trying to evict me if I won my case, and I said I can't ever get evicted during this entire lease. Let's talk about that. It's very important that you all have clarity on what's going on. And as a disclaimer, I'm gonna say, if you have children under the age of 14, do not do any of my processes, because a lot of the things I do is to challenge people. And if you're not comfortable with somebody answering your challenge, then you need not do any of this at all. Okay? So, okay, I showed y'all the proof that the judge granted me the dismissal for this eviction case, this eviction case. So we had that. We was planning our road trip because we about to go on a road trip. And then we had came home one day after getting some stuff for our trip, and there was an eviction notice on the door, a green eviction notice on the door. So my husband said, see, I told you they was gonna try some shit. It was a 10-day eviction notice, but they wrote in on the side, but you have to be out in 3 days. They wrote that in. So what my husband did was he said, I'm gonna just get a storage locker and I'm gonna put this stuff in storage, so in case that we go out to do something and they try to come and put all our shit out. So I said, I'm not gonna argue with him this time. I'm gonna let him do what he think is right, and I'm gonna do what I think is right. So we started putting some stuff in the storage, and then like on a who is this? I don't know. Somebody just came in trying to have me call them, but I don't know who that is, and I can't do that right now. So anyway, I what the last day before they came, that night before, we both had like was standing up and just looking at out to space, and we both came to that conclusion at the same time. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. How can they evict us if the eviction, if the writ of restitution was dismissed? Now, if y'all go back to my videos, I think I don't know what it's called, but it's a video, it's a short video, it's like a minute long, or 2 minutes long, of me talking to the clerk of court, and she's saying that my case was dismissed, that the eviction was overturned, and that the writ of restitution was pulled back. She said that. I have the proof of that. I uploaded that. The reason why I'm telling y'all everything that I'm saying that I uploaded, because there's a lot of y'all assholes that's calling me a liar and saying my shit don't work and I'm still in process. Oh my God, somebody just got assaulted and tased in front of their kids. What the fuck? Hold on one second. This shit is distracting me. I can't fucking remember what I'm saying. Anyway, I said all of that about oh yeah, the me proving that everything I'm saying is the truth by the legal documents that I keep posting and the actual recorded calls with the courthouse. So Anybody who's calling me a liar or saying anything about me negative, I'm gonna need y'all to just fucking go do your research. Okay? Do your research. So I'm looking at this eviction notice again. And I'm saying, first of all, if the eviction notice is a legal document that we're supposed to honor, how can you deface the document with an ink pen written out by a person? Now, I forgot what the hell that is, the law is with that. But I knew I was onto something. And my husband said, well, how could they even put that on the door? Something is off with that. So anyway, he kept packing. He kept taking the stuff to the storage. And the day that they came, I was downtown getting something done. I think I was at the post office, and he sent me a picture, and he said the maintenance man is in the back of the house, so they must be waiting for the sheriff to come. And I said, okay, I'm on my way. So I come home, and my husband is trying to get everything in the car, and he's looking at me, and he's saying, damn, you ain't gonna help me. And I'm like, no, I ain't going nowhere. So I guess about 20 minutes after I got back to the house, the sheriff knocked on the door, and I said, I'm coming. And then they start banging on the door after I know they heard me say I'm coming. So my dippy self thought I was recording them for like 12 minutes. But when I hit the record button, I hit the record button again. So it stopped. So when I noticed it while I was holding the camera, nothing was happening. I started to panic, and I was saying, damn, I don't have them saying none of this shit on camera. How can I prove what I'm saying? Oh my God. And I mean, a lot was said and done before I got the camera going again. So the camera got going again, and that's what y'all see, the one that I posted up. So they initially violated my rights, because I have a notice on my door. It says that no law enforcement can contact me at all unless they have an ADA advocate at hand, because I'm invoked in the Americans with Disabilities Act. They didn't give a fuck about that. And I said, cool, this is being recorded. So I said, you have a cease and desist order. And they said, we don't know nothing about a cease and desist order. And I said to them, it don't matter if you know about it or not, it was done. So everything that you're committing right now is a crime, and I'm gonna have you locked up, and I'm gonna sue you civilly. I think I got some of that on there on the recording. So on the first recording I did that didn't record, the sergeant, the chief sheriff, whatever, the one in the lead one, she went to her car to get a flyer. On the video that I posted, you could see her with the flyer in her hand. The flyer in her hand has a pink highlighted number on there. The pink highlighted number was the paralegal that they talked to about what they can and can't do. Also, let's go back to the beginning of the video that y'all saw. You see on there, the sheriff says, when I asked him, what is the procedure for this? What's the procedure? He said, well, after we move all your stuff out, we're going to put the writ of restitution on the door. Right? Y'all see that in the video. He said, we're going to put it on the door. Now, the sheriff's department received a cease and desist order. You also received a no trespass order. You also received a disability rights invokement. And you also received do not violate my privacy order. But you heard him say, I'm going to post your private business on this door. So that was another violation. That's why you hear me laugh when he say he's going to do that. So she's on the phone with her paralegal. And I says to her, I'm gonna need you to get you an actual lawyer who actually knows the law. So you could see on the video that the female was getting really upset with me, and she started being ignorant and saying Augustus, like only addressing Augustus because Augustus was being kind to you. I don't give a shit. You ain't gotta address me as long as I'm recording your ass commit a crime, commit all these crimes against me. So I says to her, after she says, we can't put you out. Oh yeah, that's another thing I want y'all to look at on that video too. It says, I asked him, how are you evicting us? Remember, he said he had the writ of restitution that he was going to post on the door once we're out of the house. He said he had a writ of restitution. Now, if you wait a few minutes, the female says, well, the paralegal can't find a case, the writ of restitution. She says that there is a case that's still open. And so the sheriff says, we don't know what's going on, so we have to go, but we might be back here today if we could prove it. Listen to what I'm saying. She said that I said, when did you get a writ of restitution? She said on February the 2nd. It is they came here March the 15th. On February the 2nd, that was the ruling that we had told y'all about, that we had got a default judgment against us. And then we went back and we got that shit overturned and dismissed. It was thrown out. So it had been 3 additional orders since that one. The fuck did they came to try to serve? And this is how I figured out this racketeering shit between the property management company and the sheriff department. Because they didn't have no order from the judge to writ of restitution. He said they was going to post it on the door when we leave. So why the fuck did she say, well, if we can get the writ of restitution, then we might be back here today? But y'all said y'all had the writ of restitution. That's why y'all was putting me out. So this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. If you're not willing to really pay attention to what's happening, because what we said was, when me and my husband was staring at each other like something is wrong, I said, wait, Mansis said, whatever you do not fucking leave when they try to evict you, because you give up your security interest in the apartment or in the house. Now, however I feel about Manta right now, hey sis, however I feel about Manta right now, he's still a mentor of mine and he still taught me well. And we sit here like, yeah, this is what Manson said, don't do this. So that's what we stood on. We stood on that shit. No, I'm not going nowhere. And look at that shit. We was right. They did not have a writ of restitution. That whole thing was illegal. They was trying to intimidate us into leaving on our own. Because after those 3 days they supposedly gave us, they never even showed the fuck up till 3 days later. They showed up 3 days later. Now, this is Wednesday morning that they came here. Wednesday morning they came here. She said she's going to go back to the office and talk to the legal department. Once they get the writ of restitution, they'll be back. It might not, it might be today, is what she said. It might be today when we come back. It's been 4 days. Ain't nobody come back. Nobody had a fucking writ of restitution. Nobody had the authority to try to fucking move us out of here. We got half our shit in the fucking storage, and we sitting up here and it's echoing in this apartment because the fucking living room is empty. And I'm sitting up here like, that's distress. I think I could sue these niggas on something else. And I got them on record, that supervisor saying, she said, oh, and I'm not coming back here with no ADA advocate. I said, oh, you violating my right on the live? Okay. So you need to understand this one thing. We are all trying to get our estate in order. If we all try to get our estate in order, but the people who have been robbing our estate, is now no longer have the authority over us, do you think they're just going to give it to us easily, willingly? Or do you think they're going to do all this racketeering even more out in the open, like what they did with us? What they did to Grounded and Gus, that was extreme racketeering and extortion. Where the fuck they at, though? Where they at, though? If you had a writ of restitution, if my process didn't work, where they at, though? Because I can fucking turn my camera on and show you I'm still in my motherfucking apartment. Matter of fact, we'll talk about it. Let's see about it. That look like I'm still in the same window I always filming from, ain't it? Mm-hmm. Look like, yeah, that look like my apartment, don't it? Yep. I'm still here. So don't be so okay. So one of my clients said they're going through this process and we're following emotions and everything. And she said, you know, that's what her husband said when I told her what was going on. She said, yeah, my husband said we just gonna put our stuff in storage too in case they do some shit to us. And I said, let your husband be a man and do what he need to do, but you stay firm on your shit. Because it takes two, if it's two of it, if it's two adults in the head of household in the place, it's two for a reason. Everybody brings something to the table. But all I'm saying is don't fucking leave. Don't leave. Because if you leave, you give up your rights to the property. You give up your rights. You challenge them. You don't, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I really thought they was gonna shoot me for real, the way I was talking to them. So I would not advise y'all to do anything like I do. Find your way to be peaceful and respectful, but firm. Firm. Okay. But challenge them. Make them prove to you that they can do what they're saying. Make them prove it. And I was just told by one of my other clients that they found you can't even get in a judgment against somebody unless there's an actual seal on the order. And none of the orders come with a seal. So all of those orders was everything can be fucking turned over. This shit is outrageous. This shit I found out about Maryland is outrageous. How much is this information I found motherfucking worth for your ass to not be foreclosed on or evicted? I'm sitting here trying to find this same damn law in Colorado and it doesn't exist. So I'm all upset, yelling and shit. And my husband, like, every state is its own corporation. They have their own rules. I hate that shit. I want what Merlin got. I want that. I want to say, fuck out of here with that. I need to say that. I'm about to move to Merlin so I can say that. We're going on a road trip. Interesting. For shits and giggles, I might go get me a condo in Merlin. I think I'll do that. That way I'll have my East Coast place when I don't feel like being here in Colorado when I get hungry and I want to eat some shit. Some swimming fish. Not no fish in a tank. Oh, I just got distracted. My bad. Anyway, if y'all live in Maryland, hit me the fuck up. I'm telling you. But again, all y'all got to do is read your own laws for your own state because everything is there for you. And in most states, the county courthouse does not have jurisdiction over you. So, I mean, over your cases, unless they're a certain type of case. So always look into that to make sure that's the proper jurisdiction for any case involved. And I'm about to get off of here, but I just wanted to talk to y'all about your rights and what the sheriffs can and can't do. Damn, I think I done pissed off everybody here now in Colorado. I probably gotta go. I probably gotta go because between the judges not fucking with me and now the sheriff's not fucking with me, I don't know. I just never seen the sheriff say I'm leaving after they coming to writ of restitution your ass. But anyway, y'all, fight the power. Stay vigilant. You will have losses. You will. That shit is inevitable. This is war. This is not a fucking battle. You're going to win battles. You're going to lose battles. I thought we was getting the fuck evicted because they fucking put an eviction notice on my door. But that shit was from, that wasn't even valid. They couldn't even prove it. They couldn't even show up. They couldn't even produce any documents. So that made me think, damn, can any sheriff produce any documents when they trying to evict somebody? The more you know. Anyway, I'm about to get off, so y'all go back and y'all watch this from the beginning. And I hope I helped y'all. I hope I explained to y'all why the sheriffs came and why I made them leave with their crooked racketeering ass, and why I called them a racketeer to their fucking face and didn't give a fuck what they had to say to me behind that. You definitely committing racketeering, nigga. If you know you ain't got no legal documents to put me out this goddamn house, why you here? You extorting me. So as a citizen, what they call that shit, a citizen's arrest, I can lock you the fuck up right now for extorting me because you're committing the crime of extortion to me and my husband in front of me. So I have the right to lock your ass up, and then I call the fucking marshals to come collect your ass. See, I'm willing to go there. Not all of y'all willing to do that. But if I know I'm right, I'm fucking fighting to the death. Bitch, show me the writ of restitution. Show me you got a fucking right. If y'all going to fucking do this, y'all better do this shit right. When y'all adding all these affidavits and all of these processes and saying all of this shit and that shit, you gonna fuck yourself. All you need to do is file a motion. We just filed a motion like the clerk told us. And again, still here, still in my apartment, still in my apartment, still in my apartment. He said, I said, and if I refuse to leave on the video, he said, well, then that's going to be a problem. Is it now? Because I refuse to leave, yet I'm still here. There's no problem. But we shall see. It's been 4 days. Them niggas ain't never come back. The fucking courthouse is 4 feet from the sheriff department. It don't take 4 days for you to get a writ of restitution that was already ordered. They only have to print it out. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me for 500 years, that's war. I'll fight this fucking war by myself. I don't need nobody.